That's just absolutely ridiculous.
I'm gonna move to the beat of my own drum.
Hi everyone, so for today's video I just wanted to have a little talk with you about all of the many updates that Instagram has been having recently. I feel like every single time you know, go onto Instagram there's a new thing coming up about how they've got a new feature that they're introducing or something like that. And I'd firstly like to say that as great as that is for a lot of us, there are so many things about the app itself that needs fixing first, and I'd rather that be sorted before they keep introducing more and more stuff. For example, the editor, like the Reels editor within Instagram itself, has never ever worked properly for me. Every single time I add text within like the editor, it'll upload it looking completely differently, like it formats text so it's like all squished or in just a completely different area on the screen, which is very annoying, especially because once you've done that, if you didn't save your video from before, then you've lost it. And it's done it before where I've turned down the volume of the like original video and just had the music on top and it's uploaded it with both, so you get me in the background like talking or whatever. So I'm going to go back a little bit. If you're not following creators on Instagram, they are like, it's Instagram itself, it's not like just a page. You should, because they introduce a lot of stuff. You like an Instagram Reels trend report, though I would argue that it gets, the second they do that and the second you go to follow one of those trends, it's already too like overly saturated for you to get noticed, and it's just, when did it get so hard to be on Instagram? So I'm going to go back to when we had the hashtags one. So I will say the hashtags one was actually very useful. Some of it is stuff that's very basic and that we all already know anyway. For example, you don't want to be using massive hashtags, you know, like hashtag Instagram, hashtag love or whatever it is. And it's, yeah, just saying like keep them relevant, keep them like based around your niche and stuff, and this is, you know, basic stuff. And at some point they have said that you shouldn't be using hashtags in your as a comment, you should be using it in your description, which I think there's a lot of controversy around, especially before we've been told that, because there was a big argument of put it there because of this, put it there because of that, and yeah, so I'm glad that they've kind of finally cleared it up. There's some people still keep theirs in the comments because they just don't agree with what Instagram is saying, which is fine. But the one thing that I don't think I agree with is do keep the number of hashtags between 3 and 5. That's just absolutely ridiculous. Considering usually the strategy is to do something like you use 5 related to your brand, 5 to do with like the really big hashtags, 10 medium and 10 small. So how on earth are you supposed to find the exact 3 to 5 hashtags that are a perfect mix of all of those and will work for you? Unless you have all day, every day to be spending on hashtag research, it is just not possible. And I just think it's setting people up for failure, and because of that, and I think a few people have thought this as well, it kind of feels like they're telling you to do this so that your hashtags don't, like your posts don't perform well, and then you'll have to pay for ads because your hashtags aren't working, so what else are you going to do? I don't know. I don't think I agree with it. I'd like to hear what you think, but 3 to 5 just doesn't seem enough to me. Less than 30, I'm not saying, I think it used to be you have to use 30, but I think maybe things have changed a little bit, so anywhere between 20 and 30 I think would work, or even 15, but 3? No. Now there's the bonuses. So they are introducing bonuses to do with Reels so that creators can earn money directly from Facebook and Instagram, which sounds great, but then we saw with TikTok that as soon as people joined that creator fund, their videos weren't getting shown to anyone. They make it sound as if that they want you to benefit from all of this, but they don't. They're not on our side. I think we forget that sometimes. This is a business. This is their business, and we kind of seem to fall for a lot of the stuff that they throw at us. Now it's believed that this will only be available to people over 10k. We're not too sure about that yet, but as with most things like the swipe up feature and stuff like that, which is now a button, it seems to be only for the bigger accounts. It makes sense, it does, because why, you know, the smaller accounts maybe might not benefit from it enough because they wouldn't have enough people watching to or whatever, but I still just think that's stupid. Like, that's their problem, like that was our problem. You know, it's not Instagram's problem how much money we're making, just give it to everyone. I don't know. And then to do with Reels again, they completely changed the video thing on Instagram, because as we already know, they've said it's no longer just a photo sharing platform, and they really want to drive that video content creation. I think it's kind of turning into more of a place for that kind of entertainment, like video entertainment, which I've said this before in another video, I had a bit of a rant about it, but I just don't think every single app needs to be the same. I understand that they're all competing with each other. You've got, you know, TikTok, and then you've got Reels, and then you've got the YouTube Shorts. I don't go to YouTube or Instagram to watch short videos. I still go to TikTok for that if I want to. Like it, and a lot of the time I'm not in a position to be watching a video or listening to something out loud, which is where Instagram is more useful if I'm on, you know, public transport, not getting earphones or whatever it may be. And then I go to YouTube when I want to watch the long form videos, and I only ever use YouTube on my TV. I don't even use it sat on my phone or on my laptop. And I don't see any issue with having different platforms doing different things. So they're combining the IGTV and Reels and everything, all the videos, into just one tab. So you know, like before how we had the Reels tab and then the IGTV, that's all one video little button thing. And they've also done it so that Reels, this is my least favourite bit, I don't know why it gets me, but I hate it. So Reels, instead of being like the 4x5 dimension, you're like the biggest portrait setting you can have on like your pictures and stuff, like that size, instead of it being like that when you're scrolling, it's now going to be the full length of the reel, and I hate that so much. Oh my goodness, I don't know why, I just hate it. I think it looks horrible, and yeah, I don't know, it annoys me. And here it says that they're also introducing more updates to do with videos, which will be we've heard a bit about recently. 60-second feed previews, a video tab on profile, trimming, filters, and people and location tagging. So they've even said what each purpose of each video is kind of supposed to be for. For example, the Instagram video is for like immersive storytelling, kind of more long form content. Reels are more for entertainment. Stories are like bringing people along for like everyday life. And then lives are for the real time connection. I understand videos being on it. IGTV, I remember when that started and everything, and I get it, but I just don't like the fact that they're pushing it away so much from photo content. I'm so sorry about all the noises. Oh, I hate that they're pushing it away from photo content. I get that the world's changing, I get that we've all got to keep up, but then they had the live scheduling, which I saw a lot of people get confused about. So the idea is that when you're doing a live, you can schedule it in advance and let your audience know about it through a feed post, but people were thinking that you could start scheduling posts through Instagram, which isn't the case. Maybe one day. I don't know if I would want that necessarily through Instagram. I know that's a bit controversial, but I quite like having everything done, unless you could do it through the desktop and they had a really good system for it. But yeah, the live thing is useful, especially if you're someone who does regular lives, and it'll like notify and remind your audience when you're going live, which I think it could be really good for people. But on the whole, they're just doing a lot, and your question like maybe, well, how do I keep up with all of this? And I firstly want you to like relax a little bit and try and take some of the pressure off yourself, because at the end of the day, I know it's a job for a lot of us, but it's only Instagram. And I know that's easier said than done, but like there's no point stressing over something that you can't control. And I've said this before, but Instagram and Facebook and everything like that, they are all borrowed platforms. They are on our platforms, so whatever happens on them is out of your control. You can post the best quality content, you can post every single day, you can post whatever, however many hashtags you want, and it'll still flop. There's nothing more that you could have done. So don't be hard on yourself. It's just how it is, and I don't really like that a lot of people don't seem to talk about this enough. Like when people, you know, when you start with a social media manager and they're guaranteeing you all this success and everything, nothing's guaranteed. They can't guarantee anything. We all have our strategies that all work for us to a degree, but you have no idea what Instagram's going to turn up and do one day, what update they'll make, and it'll completely change your strategy. You don't. I mean, when I was signing clients, it used to be, we'll say, for example, 5 posts a week, and now it's more turning into 2 feed posts, like picture posts a week, and 3 reels, which is like, it's crazy to me. When video wasn't even something I really offered that much, no video marketing or anything. It was something I did, but it wasn't really relevant back then. And now it's predominantly what I do with my week, and it takes much longer than obviously just putting up a picture and stuff like that. Everything's just changing, so all I would advise to you is keep doing what you want to do on the platform, because like I say, whatever happens is out of your control. But if you do want to play to what they're asking, you're going to have to keep going with the video content, you're going to have to keep putting reels up, because they reward you for doing that. They give you extra views. You know, when you post a reel and it's like very instantly jumps up to like, I don't know, it depends on your followers, but like jumps up by quite a few thousand views because just loads and loads of random people are liking it because it's been shown to loads of people. Yeah, that's what they're doing. But then sometimes, for example, I've had that happen for the last 5 reels I posted, and then the 6th that I did the other day, which was arguably the better out of all of them, didn't get seen by anyone, didn't even get seen by the normal amount of people that see a regular feed post. So this is what I mean, it's unpredictable. People need to be more honest about that. Just keep going with the video content, keep posting on your stories, keep getting your audience engaged, make sure you're engaging. That's the biggest thing. You need to be engaging with other people. There's no use just posting and then not actually using the app yourself. You need to be on there liking, commenting on pictures and stuff like that. And it's all very time consuming, which is why people have social media managers. Like, that's why they get other people to do it. And I know some of you watching this may be a mixture of social media manager and not social media manager. And even, how many times am I going to say it? Even the social media managers among you will know, like, sometimes you want to outsource your own social media because you can't. It's a lot harder doing your own than it is doing someone else's, and finding that time in your day to prioritise it, because it doesn't seem like something that's that important when in reality it's the most important thing you can be doing because it's your business. So try and set time aside to get regular content out there. Between 3 to 5, there was a point where I was doing 2 posts a day, which was a bit ridiculous. I won't be doing that again. I don't have that kind of time, but you can just keep trying and it's all going to be fine. Ultimately, it's just Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. This is, again, like my last video, has kind of been almost a bit of a rant, but I'm just keeping you up to date with all the stuff going on in case you're not following the Instagram creators page, which you have to be doing. Yeah, very useful for some stuff, and good at annoying me, but yeah. Thank you.